What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, coming at you with Samsung Galaxy A17 4G LTE tips and tricks and hidden features. So stay tuned if you want to learn how to get the most out of your device. So this is the Samsung Galaxy A17 4G LTE. Now this phone is packed full of a bunch of really awesome features, and I'm looking forward to showing you some of my favorites here in this video. Now the first thing I want to show you is how to hide apps on this device. So you can see in your app drawer, all of your apps are located here. Now there might be certain apps that you want to have installed, but you don't want to actually see here on the device. So what I want to do is show you how to hide them. So for this demonstration, I'm going to be hiding Facebook. So what you're going to do is go to your home screen, hold down, and then from there, go to settings, and then go down, and you'll see this option here, hide apps on home and app screens. So go there, and then now you'll see all the apps on your device. I'm gonna pick Facebook, and this is especially nice for certain apps that are pre-installed as well that you just don't wanna see. But you can see Facebook is now in my hidden apps. So then from there, I can go to done, and then now Facebook is nowhere to be found here on my device. Now, if I want to bring it back, I just do the same thing, go back here to the settings, and then go here, remove it, and then go to done. Now, it won't put it back on my home screen. I do have to do that manually, but you'll now see that it is back here in the app drawer. Now, if you go back to those home screen settings, there's a lot of other cool things here as well. So you can actually turn off app labels if you want to. So now you'll see that all your apps no longer have any labels. So I think a lot of these apps are already very familiar to you based on the icons, so you don't always have to have the text underneath to know what app you're actually tapping on. Now you'll still have the app labels here within the app drawer, but I just feel like this gives the phone a much cleaner look. There's some other things here too that are useful. You can change the grid size, so if you want more icons on your actual home screen grid, you can make that adjustment there. Also down here, you can do rotate to landscape mode. So now when your phone's in landscape, you can actually use the entire phone in this orientation. So maybe you're someone who has your phone mounted in your car, you want to have your map in this landscape mode, but then you want to also have the ability to go to your device's home screen and also have it in landscape. I can definitely see this being helpful and kind of making your life easier. Now by default, when you swipe over, you'll be getting a lot of different news and updates here. But if you don't want this, you can also disable that. So go back over to that same area and then here, disable add media to home screen. And then now when you swipe over, it doesn't do anything. So I know for some people, they don't even like that feature. So if you don't want that, you don't have to have it. Now the next thing I want to show you here on the Galaxy A17 4G LTE is a very cool feature called edge panels. So if you go to your settings and then you go to search and then you type in edge, you'll see right there, edge panels, go there, and then enable edge panels. And then now you'll see on the right side here on the device, this little tiny notch. And if you swipe over on that, you get a bunch of different options here. So after enabling that, you'll see this small notch on the side. So if you swipe over on that, this is the edge panel. So there's a lot of different things you can do here. You get quick access to your applications. You can fully customize this as well. And if you go to this button down here, it'll take you to all your various applications on your device. So this is super convenient, basically having quick access to this from anywhere throughout your phone. Now, in addition to that, you can go down here to this pencil icon, and then you can further customize what you want to have in your edge panel. And then if you swipe over here and you grab onto, so grab and hold, you can actually drop an app for split screen. And then from there, you can go here to pick the second app. So I'll pick the calculator, and then now you can see we have a 50-50 split. I can also tap here to swap these around. I can also adjust this if I want one app to take over and one to be less there. And then I can go all the way either way to fully expand one of the applications. Then there's some settings right here. And if I go there, I can even further change the edge panel. So instead of it being apps, I can have it be people, tasks, weather, tools, clipboard, and even reminders. And then if you go back to the settings and then search for edge panels, and then go here, and then go to the full settings for it, you can also adjust the actual look of the handle, so you can adjust the position of it. You can also adjust the color of it, transparency, size, all of that, which is awesome. So I definitely think the edge panel is a feature worth trying here on the Galaxy A17 4G LTE. Now, if you're looking for a quick and easy way to get to the camera on your device, simply double press on the power button, and then immediately it will pull up the camera. So that's definitely very convenient. You can do this from anywhere throughout the operating system. Now you can actually further customize this. So if you go back to the settings and then go to search and then type in side, you'll see side button. So go there. And then now you'll see that double press does indeed pull up the camera. Now if you tap here, you can actually customize it to do all kinds of different things. So you can have double pressing pull up any of these functionalities. You can also have it pull up any app on your device. So it's another cool way you can customize that. Now by default, if you long press, it is going to pull up Gemini. But instead, if you wanted to pull up the screen to reboot the device or power it off, you can do that also. So if you make that switch, you can see now this menu comes up to power off the device or restart it or do other things too. Now that functionality is also hidden here if you pull down the shade, but I know a lot of people still like the old-fashioned way of doing it by just holding down that button. Now there's another cool trick too. So holding down that button will pull up the assistant, but if you have ChatGPT installed and you go here, you can actually pick ChatGPT instead. Now the next thing I want to show you is how to take a screenshot with the Samsung Galaxy A17 4G LTE. And there are actually several methods here that I want to show you of how to take a screenshot with the device. Now the first way to take a screenshot with the Galaxy A17 is to simply hold the volume down and power button for about a second, and then it'll take the screenshot. Then from there you can edit it, share it, and it will save to your device. Now the next way to take a screenshot is to ask Gemini, take a screenshot.
Sure, taking a screenshot.
And now a screenshot has been taken. Another way to take a screenshot is via the Edge panel. So go to Smart Select, and then from there, you can simply draw whatever you want to take a screenshot of. So you can see I did that, and then now from there, I can crop that, and then I can save it to the device. And another way to take a screenshot with the device is a feature called Palm Swipe to Capture. So just swipe the edge of your hand over the screen, and then it'll take a screenshot. But that's how to take a screenshot with the Samsung Galaxy A17 4G LTE. Now the next thing I want to show you is an area in the settings that's full of a bunch of different options. So once you're in the settings, go down to Advanced Features, and then you'll see an option here called Motions and Gestures. If you go there, you'll see many of these already are enabled by default, but there's some really good things here that you'll definitely want to try out with your device. Now one of these is not. It's called Lift to Wake. So it'll turn the screen on when you pick up your phone. So the phone's off, I pick it up, it turns on the screen. Pretty self-explanatory. We also have double tap to turn on the screen, double tap to turn off the screen. So I'll double tap, turns off the screen, double tapping, turns it back on. We also have alert when phone picked up, and then mute with gestures. Now there's also an option here for one-handed mode. So with this device, we're getting a very large 6.7-inch display, and it's definitely very difficult, if not impossible, to reach all portions of the display when using the phone with just one hand. So if you enable that, you can actually go here and see the different options available. But basically, if you swipe down on the bottom button, it pulls down the entire display and basically shrinks it down. Then from there, you're basically getting like a mini phone. So you can do everything that you typically do on your device. It's just that now it's a lot smaller. So it definitely makes it a lot easier. You can also move it over to the left side instead, which is nice. You can also grab onto it and move it up a little higher. So whatever really suits your needs and the way you want to use your phone. You can also grab onto the corner here and then change the sizing as well. And then if you prefer to double tap on the home button instead to access this feature, that's another option there too. Now if you go over to the display settings here on the device, there's also some good options. So one of them is motion smoothness. So with this device, we are getting a 90 Hz refresh rate display, which is fantastic. It makes things a lot smoother. I definitely recommend that. It makes the phone feel even better than it technically is. But you can see here, there's also an option for 60 Hz. So definitely double check and make sure the phone is set to that higher refresh rate so you can actually get the full experience here with the device. And I suppose if you do want to save some battery life, you could switch it over to 60 Hz, and you can certainly get by. It's just that the experience won't be quite at the same level. Now also in the display settings here, there's easy mode. So if you are maybe setting this phone up for someone who's not really good with tech, and you just want them to have the bare minimum functionalities of the device, then easy mode might really come in handy for them. Because I know for some people, they don't need all the various features that this phone has to offer, and instead they just want a very simplified experience. So that's an option. And then also, you can adjust the navigation bar. So by default, we are getting the 3-button Android navigation, which I know a lot of people really like. But if you'd prefer to have gesture-based navigation instead, you can also switch it over to that, so that now we just have one line at the bottom here, and then if you swipe up, it takes you home. If you swipe partially up, it takes you to recent apps, and then swiping over from the side takes you back. And then under the 3 buttons, you can go to more options here, and then you can actually switch it over instead to have the back button on the left side instead of having it on the right side. So that might be a customization that's worthwhile to you. It really depends. Maybe if you're left-handed, you might prefer this instead. So it really just depends on your preference. Now with the Galaxy A17 4G LTE, we get this really cool lock screen experience, but you can further customize this. So hold down, and then from there, use your fingerprint to get in, or however you want to get in. And then from there, you can further customize things here. So the first thing you can do is tap on the time, and you have tons of different customizations. You can change the font, you can change the font color, you can make it bolder or less bold. You can go over to style here as well. You can switch it over to a bunch of different styles. You can even have an analog clock if you wish. You can even have a full calendar as well. And if you want to, you can even have it show the weather, or you can also have the date be above the clock instead of below it. So that's really cool. Definitely a cool way to customize that. So definitely try out your different options there. You can also go to add widgets, and you can put different widgets on your lock screen. So that's really nice as well. And then down here, you can actually change these out so you can have any app on the device or different functionalities. So that's really awesome. So maybe you want to instead have quick access to airplane mode or your flashlight. You can do that there. And you can do the same thing here with the camera icon. And then back to the main settings, go down to lock screen here, and then go to contact information, and you can actually add your contact information onto your lock screen. So you probably wouldn't want to put your phone number because the person will be literally calling your phone. So if you lose your phone, you don't want someone to call your phone. But if you put your email address in, or maybe someone else's phone number, then I suppose that might be a cool way to kind of help you recover your device if it's lost and someone wants to get it back to you. So it really depends on what you want to do, but that is a cool option there for contact information, and definitely something that I feel like some people would definitely want to have. Maybe even just putting your name could be helpful, because maybe you're at an event, like a family event or your church or something like that, and you lose your phone there and people know you, but there's just so many different people, but they'll just know whose phone is whose if you're able to do this. But I hope you enjoyed my video of tips, tricks, and hidden features for the Samsung Galaxy A17 4G LTE. So it is really cool that despite this being a budget device, this phone has a lot of really awesome features, and I think there's definitely some cool hidden things here that you'll find to come in handy. But if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. This is Kevin here. This is the Samsung Galaxy A17 4G LTE, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a great rest of your day.